again, this is going to be very good. Wow. They show Shepard.
I have to correct myself. In the first game, I said that Blaze Vespi may be the most athletic kid in the Catholic League. I stand corrected.
He's still one of them.
He's still one of them. But Deshaun Shepard is the most explosive and athletic kid in the Catholic League. And he looks leaned out, man, like he lost a couple. I mean, he's really lean right now.
What do you think about him signing with LaSalle?
I think, again, under normal times, it would be like a no-brainer. But if all those guys hang around, he might struggle to get on the court early. You know, Jack Clark is a 6'8" wing. You got all kinds of guys over there. You got Christian Ray, now he's a freshman again. I mean, but Shepard brings some things that those guys don't have. So if he can figure out a way to have his talent translate to the college level, because he's not going to be the most explosive kid on college floor, but I think he'll find his way.
There we go. You know, I think the kids should understand this. I think both games, they're shooting the NBA three-pointer. They have to understand they're at an NBA facility. This is not a high school facility, so they need to step in.
That's a long shot, that NBA.
Yeah, they got to step in. They got to step in. So Stinson, there's Shepard. I don't see a Marcus Randolph here today.
He's here. I saw he's on the bench.
Yes, he is. I do see him. That size, I'm telling you. Trenton Catholic has some size out here. Like you said, they built a very good program. This is going to be a very interesting bump also. This is an interesting prospect for Wood. His name is Tyson Allen, whose twin sister is a Division I girls player. So this is a young man who has some athleticism. And the big guy has a nice touch. Ooh. That's why he's Division I. Jalen Stinson, to me, is also another one of the most complete guards I've seen. He has a very unique high school basketball package because he has a stop and pop game that a lot of guys don't have right now.
Yeah, he's a very effective pull-up jump shooter. Yes. And like you said, that's kind of lost in today's game. But he can hit that three ball too.
Oh, he's very good at that. He's a very good shooter. One of the things that I've seen from the bottom baller guards, so it must be a Marv Stinson staple, is all of them had that pull-up jump shot, which is very effective because you are able to stop on a dime and get your shot up. So
that's a good point. Sam Sessoms, Hawk Bird, Jay Stinson, these guys all Booty, they'll all stop. They got a variety, some floaters, but they will use the pull-up jump shot.
So that's a credit to the bottom ballers that you come up with that many Division I point guards. That it can't be a fluke when it's that many. If Shepard does, increase that aspect of his game, he will find minutes. He will find minutes at LaSalle because he does offer something different.
With his athleticism, when you're a young guy, the way to get in as a freshman in a crowded situation, just play the best defense. coach is going to play you. If you can stop people, if you can stop the number one guy on the other team, and that's how Dante Scott earned his spot early on at Maryland, you know, because he could defend Big Ten players straight out the box.
Well, what I like to see, and it's funny that you mentioned Dante Scott, because they both have Norristown origins. So, but what I would like to see more of with Shepard, like you said, is that grit that Dante Scott has. There's not a lot of guys that play with that type of grit, and I think that if Shepard plays with that same grit, he will earn minutes early. But I think, and I'll say this too, defense is one of the most underrated parts of Shepard's game because he guards everybody. He guarded Lynn Greer. He guarded Justice Williams. He guarded anybody that they needed for him to guard. So I don't think he fears playing defense. I like this Trenton Catholic team. Look at that. There goes the third member of the D1 squad.
I mean, literally half their team, the first six is missing, and they've got 3 D1 guys on the floor.
Jalen Stinson, to me, and look, a Division I scholarship is a Division I scholarship. I thought a lot more schools should have gotten in with this kid and his unique package. I know he's a little small for some, but with his skill level,
I think the CAA.
I think he'll have a great career there.
CAA is a really good level for guards. You know, you got the kids that came out of VCU when they were in the CAA. Hofstra's had some really good guards
no doubt.
in the CAA. Your boy from Carroll that went up to Hofstra, well, he went to Niagara, transferred to Hofstra. What's his name?
Wanye.
Yeah. Think of the numbers. Yeah, I mean, these guys have really good careers in the CAA.
You know, and listen, I'm definitely not poo-hooing the choice that he made because, like you said, the CAA is very quality basketball, and if you look at the NBA now, and I'm not saying that that's where he's going, but if you look at the NBA has guards from all over. They got guards from many different conferences.
Murray State, baby.
Murray State. Where did Damian Lillard go? He went to some small school out west. You got C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh, out of the Patriot League.
Weber State.
Yeah, Weber State. So the key is really going to a place that loves you, and I think they're going to love him there because of this diverse skill set that he brings to the table. I mean, I must say, Trenton Catholic though is they 5 in, 5 out. Another young team, but very impressive, man.
But that's what this is for. You know, you got to give guys a chance in this setting. So some of these young guys may end up on JV or not playing that much, but the only way to discover and figure out what they can bring is to put them out there in the mix. So you put them out here against Wood, you get a good feel for how they're going to respond when the lights come on.
Well, Big guy shot that with a lot of confidence. What a pass. I must say though, these kids are playing hard. There is no backstep in any of them.
That's why I like this kind of stuff. I understand what the AAU is all about. I understand the All-Star Classics and all that stuff that everybody does. But there's nothing like watching really talented kids play against one another with the school name on the chest. You get a different level of intensity.
I like to say this because this stuff is much more high quality than AAU. Much more high quality. So I prefer this also because
good move by Freddie Young.
Trenton Catholic does not take a back step either. There is no fear in these young men's games. Like you said, Young is very impressive. They're out here against Wood, and it doesn't matter who shows up, who's here, who's not here. Whoever's on the court, they're playing well. They are playing well.
And that's really good because, like a lot of Catholic schools, they experienced a lot of uncertainty over the break. You know, you were really hoping and wondering if all these schools are going to stay open, and they managed to keep everything together, and they're fielding a team this year. But you know, Wildwood Catholic had to go through a restructuring. St. Joe's Hamilton had to go through a restructuring. There were some rumors that Trenton Catholic was going to suffer the same fate, but these guys are here, and they're competing. And like you said, this team that they put out here today is going to be able to really compete, man.
Well, the sad thing is, it seems like Jersey is not going to be able to, nobody's going to be able to compete for championships. So
regional, like county championships or something.
Wow. Again, watching Division I guards, you see why they're Division I guards. They stop runs. They stop runs when necessary. Well, you say, you know, pre-game, you're talking about the young kid. The young kid is very impressive. Here comes another freshman, the son of Ricky Reed from Temple. His name is Josh Reed, number 5 on Wood. He's a freshman.
Rick Reed's kid?
That is Rick Reed's kid.
Rick Reed was a great guard, Temple in the late 70s.
I don't know who that big
little
young
brother
is. Who is it?
That's what you call his little brother, ain't it? What's his big brother's name? Thomas' last name. Sorberg from Team Final.
Oh, is that the freshman?
That's his little brother, yeah. That's Peter's little brother.
So that's the freshman.
Yes.
He's impressive.
I think he's another one of them Team Final guys.
Yeah, this young fella's impressive. I'll tell you, Shepard hits a 3. I'll tell you, these guys are, the Division I guys are showing their Division I today. These freshmen are they're getting some baptism.
It's intense out here, man. These guys are competing. No one's giving up anything. You want it, you got to earn it.
There he goes, this young. Like you said, this young kid is impressive.
Yeah, Freddie Young is pretty smooth. He can play probably. He's probably a 2 guard, but he's got some ball skills and can play some 1. Shoots it well. His dad was a good player back in the day. He's just a kid, I think, that's caught up in the numbers game, man. And there's going to be a lot of them now, John. James, because they letting these old guys hang around now.
Well, you know what? Some of these schools should look at prepping. You know, some of these kids should look at prep schools. Young is showing some very impressive skill here. Oh, like you said, I'm watching Shepard make some plays out here that I'm like, wow. Has to improve the shot. Has to keep improving that. Young has some athleticism too, some sneaky athleticism.
Sneaky athleticism. In an ordinary year, I would imagine that America East, MEAC, NEC schools would have really been, taking a hard look at him. But those schools right now are waiting to see who's going to leave LaSalle, Temple, St. Joe's, who's going to be frustrated. Because the kids are going to be able to transfer and be immediately eligible. And they're giving them an extra year. So if you can pick up a 22-year-old kid with 2 years of eligibility, the difference between that and a kid like Freddie Young at 17, 18 is huge. The college coaches got to go with the old guys. So it's really an indirect consequence of this rule changes that is hurting these kids.
What concerns me, I'll tell you this, Del, because I feel like here's the one thing I do feel, though, with that rule. I'm a guy who believes in youth. Because sometimes I believe that, yeah, of course a 22, 23-year-old kid is probably going to have the mental stability that the 18, 19-year-old not going to have. But what the 18 and 19-year-old can become, you never know what an 18 and 19-year-old can become because you're not giving them a chance because you got the 22.
Here's the dilemma. Division I basketball coaches are probably making anywhere from $300,000 to $7-8 million a year. They got 30 games on the schedule every year. They're looking at that schedule and they're asking themselves, who's going to help me win these 30 games? And the answer, quite frankly, is always going to be the 22-year-old kid with 2 years of eligibility versus an 18-year-old kid, unless the 18-year-old kid is Jalen Duren. I mean, for the super elite kids, it's not a real big deal.
No, it's not an issue.
It's all the other kids.
So what do you think is going to be the result for some of these other kids?
Kids are going to end up going Division II. They're going to end up prepping.
Division II just enacted the same rule. Again, Division I shows out. One thing that you could always say is this is what I don't think people thought this through all the way with everything that's going on. Do we, because – 23 at the half. You can't ask for no better than that. I want to say also, while we're on camera, Fidance is the premier basketball facility in the region. And the reason I say that is they offer, not only do they offer this, but they offer the adults. They offer the training. They offer, all those things. So if you're looking for basketball, I don't care at what level, this is the place that you come to. You come to feed on. So
well, get a man the mic. Hey, Pro, this is a great, great way to spend a Sunday morning. I mean, we got some really intense basketball going on here before the season, early on a Sunday morning, for people who are looking for a facility where they can come and organize an event such as this. How do they reach out to you, man? Because I'm impressed that we're getting this in early on a Sunday morning.
Well, you can call the front desk at the facility. The number is 215-309-3905. You also can look us up on our website, www.feedons.com. We're always interested in anyone who wants to book an event here. Like you said, we strive to be the premier facility in the area. But we just look to get good competition. We look to put on, the type of game that everyone want to see. And we look to have a family atmosphere as well. So we try to do it on all levels here, but it's easy to get in touch with us if you want to do anything involving the sport of basketball. Call Feedons. You can ask for Eric Pooh Evans, or whoever answers the phone can help you out.
Appreciate you, man. And we about to get this second half started. And as we pointed out in the first game, it's really intense competition out here, James. This game is all tied up.
Listen, ain't nobody coming out on a Sunday morning going through for a Sunday stroll, man. Like you were saying, AAU, there's some good AAU. There's no doubt about it. But if you're looking for quality basketball, these type of events are the events you want to see. That's powerful. I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of this Trenton Catholic team because they go hard. They go hard. These guys are shooting NBA threes, man. Take a step in. I think the confusion, man, everybody looks for that three-point line, but they don't realize, again, take a step in. There are 3 lines here. You are high school. That is NBA three-point line. Most of these kids aren't ready for that. They don't have that leg strength. They don't work at shooting that. So take a step in.
That's a far shot for a high school kid, man. It's 23 feet.
You don't practice that. Like I said, we got some very talented guys out here. This young man is good. He is good. I hope some of you guards are watching these games because the physicality that these guards play through, if you think that it's going to be a no-touch game, then you're not playing the right basketball. Basketball is a very physical game, especially at the guard level, because you're getting touched and bumped every play, and you have to learn how to play through that. And these guys do play through it very well, very well. This kid, I must say, I am very impressed with Young. I am very impressed with him. Young is a kid that looks like he should get some MEAC interest.
Well, he's going to have to be the leader of this team this year. If he can demonstrate an ability, I think he's going to have to show that he can run a team a little bit. He's probably 6'1", 6 feet, 6'1". As you can see, he's got some physicality to his game. He just went chest to chest with Mr. Randolph here. That's a Jersey matchup. Randolph is a Jersey boy.
See that? Like I said, these Division I guards play through contact. And a lot of guys, like I said, if you can't play through contact, you're not going to be able to play at a certain level. Stinson misses a free throw. You won't see that much. He's about an 85% free throw shooter. He missed both. Like, Del, you've been very consistent in saying these guys have not been in the gym a lot, and you're seeing, things that you normally don't see.
I mean, they're literally not allowed in the gym.
You're right.
So the quality of the play, from an aesthetic point of view, the way it looks is going to suffer. But the effort and the intensity is there, man.
And I think at the end of the day, that's what you want to see. You want to see effort. You want to see intensity. There we go. Look at Deuce. There's the freshman, Deuce Jones. That's a good move. That is a very good move.
And he gives Trenton Catholic a lead with a chance to extend it to 3 points. Looks really poised out there.
Yeah, he does. There's definitely an adjustment, and a very, a different type of adjustment for a freshman. This is a back and forth game. Because like I said, Wood with the 4 Division I players, Munir, you got Robert Jackson.
They're missing 3 starters, or 3 out of the first 6, with Rob, Munir, and Sewell not here. So Wood fans, should take heart in knowing that your team is out here really competing against a good Trenton Catholic team shorthanded. But like you say, it doesn't matter. You show up, you got the uni, put it on, let's play.
Well, listen, some of these guys, somebody's going to have to step up. Think about it. One of the guys that we don't talk about from Wood was one of their role players, Brendan Kersey, who's not playing college basketball moving forward, but he was a guy who came out and gave Wood many good minutes. So when you're in the Catholic League with teams such as Newman Goretti, Roman Catholic, Archbishop Ryan this year, there's going to be times where you're going to have to dig onto your bench. So this is actually a good opportunity for some of these guys to show their worthiness to play against those teams we just named.
Ryan's here today. They're over on the other court. I don't think they're scheduled to play on this court where we have the live stream set up. But that's a good high school basketball team.
Ryan has one of the better players.
We want to switch them at 12.
You doing what?
We want to switch Ryan court at 12.
Oh, so we do get Ryan over here. We were just informed by the boss that they have made arrangements to let us see Archbishop Ryan here today, and I think the fans will really get a good kick out of watching that team play. Joe's guys play really hard.
Trenton Catholic is up by 5. They're putting on a pretty good display out here. Trenton Catholic, there is no backstepping them. One of the teams I would love to see, we're talking about Jersey. You have to talk about the team in South Jersey right now, and that's Camden. And that team. I mean, you got the #1 sophomore in the country in DJ Wagner. You got Penn State signee Woodley. You got Brewer. You got all those other young players that are emerging.
I think the kid, I do believe the kid Sebastian has decided to go somewhere else this year. Even with that loss, they're loaded. I mean, they should have 5 or 6 Division I prospects. You got Big Boog on there. Team Boog actually has an offer from Texas A&M already as a sophomore. You got Woodley, you got Brewer, you got DJ Wagner, who may or may not go to college. I don't know. I mean, that's a phenomenal basketball team. I got a chance to watch them here a few days ago. They really put on a good show. I think Stinson's got to step up at this point. His team is down 5. Sewell is not here. He's got to be the guy. Good aggressive play.
Well, if you look at Stinson's face, I think for him there's a much bigger picture. I mean, of course they want to win. You never come out to lose, and Trenton Catholic is just telling you they are beating wood up and down the floor at certain positions. Jalen Stinson, to me, I'm just looking at his poise. There's nothing, he's not rattled, he's not worried, he's just,
Yeah, we got 5 minutes left, and I know that every time Wood steps on the court, they're trying to win. So we got to figure out a way to win here. He's got Shepard, he's got Marcus here to work with. Just got to find a way to get things going, man. And he can do it off the bounce. He can beat his man and make something happen for his teammates.
I just think that when I'm watching here, he can do it, and it looks like he.
There you go.
I mean, I'm going to say this: he's making the right basketball plays, but Wood has some players out here that I don't know if they're going to be able to contribute during the nitty gritty, and Trenton Catholic is taking full advantage of that also. I mean, they're attacking them at those positions. They're attacking them very, very strong. So,
for a young team like Trenton Catholic to come up here and get a scout with the name of Archbishop Wood attached to it, really does a lot for the young guys' confidence, going forward. These guys will feel like, hey, even though they were shorthanded, it's still Archbishop Wood. It's still 3 Division I players, and we knocked them off. And now you can just see it in the way they're approaching this thing. The energy level, the intensity. And these guys are trying to win this game, man.
As they should. They stepped on the court. You step on the court, you trying to win. Listen, as well as we thought Cheltenham possibly played, they didn't play well enough to win the game. Nobody's trying to. Nobody wants to hear that. I played well. No, we ain't trying to hear that. We want to hear you win the game.
Good pass. Very good timeout by Chris Rowntree.
Number 21 has made some good plays for Wood. Is he going to be another kid
Two and a half.
Is number 21 going to get some bump for Wood? I mean, he got some good size. Just blocked the shot here. Look at Deuce.
That is the kind of pressure I'm looking to see Stinson apply to the defense. Off the bounce, he can, beat his man, penetrate, and force Trenton Catholic to adjust. If they don't adjust, you pull up for the jump shot. If they do, you kick it to the open guy. I mean, good shot.
Wow. I'm telling you, division.
See that defensive effort by Randolph?
Division, look, guys that are signing these Division I scholarships are out here showing why they are signing them. Like I said, guys signing these Division I scholarships.
Stinson, Randolph, and Shepard.
There you go.
They've got to do it if Wood's going to get it done.
That's a good defensive block. Their leadership has caused, some of the role players to come in and step in and do something different. Marcus, look, when you said you wanted to see them step up, in the last 2 minutes, they stepped up. There's no questions about it. Randolph has had a big second half, very big second half. He's been very aggressive. He's actually been the one that has led Wood back. Smooth lefty guard with good shot. Oh! The youth of Trenton Catholic is showing now. Again, number 21 from Wood gave them some very good minutes. A shot block.
He's a senior. I forget his name. I was talking to John Moscow about the kid when they played at Chester. Just a real good energy guy, real good team player.
And you need those.
Let's go, bring up the floor. Bring up the floor. You got to
I like the kid Young. I like the kid Young. Oh my, yo, the freshman.
Wow.
The freshman.
Wow.
He has really played well in the second half. Back at him. Stinson. 3. Oh! I'm telling you, this young is impressive. This is a very impressive game. Very impressive. The freshman, Deuce Jones, did not show any hesitation. Any. And Young, like you said, he's a scholarship basketball player. I'm not saying what level, but he is a scholarship basketball player. Offensive rebound, Trenton Catholic. Here he goes again. Oh man, Trenton Catholic.
That was a good strong move by a big, strong kid.
There you go. There
All right,
division one.
We got
20 seconds left.
15 on it. Oh, no shot clock was turned off.
Clock, 20 seconds left.
Down 1. You can't go all the way down. You got to shoot. You want to give yourself an opportunity to rebound, get a putback.
Of course. Now I want to show you something, Dell. Wood didn't foul much this half, so they have a lot of fouls to give.
Oh yeah, they could. Yeah. 5, 6. You give 2 fouls with no shots. 13 seconds. Well, this is a good, tune-up for the coaches as well. You see offense, defensive substitutions on both teams. You see these guys, getting into it, getting a little animated, getting the sweat worked up here on the sideline. Just really good action here.
I just want to say what I've seen with Trenton Catholic, with the freshmen, with Young, and the intensity that they play, this is going to be a good team.
They got one timeout, coach.
Here we go, folks. 13.9 left. 46, 45. Wood up. Trenton Catholic with the ball.
The freshman has the ball. They're clearing it out for him. Oh!
What's the call? On the wing. And you called it. That's a smart play. The ball stops. You got to take it out again. You get to see what they ran. No harm, no foul.
And look. No fear. They are looking to the freshman. It's on! The game winner! A three-pointer at the buzzer!
Wow!
Braxton Jones, they said he did it again.
Braxton Jones. That was a heck of a preseason high school basketball game.
Listen, that is real tough. I'm going to tell you, Dell, as you said it, with these young guys.
Tell them to come in.
With these young guys, that is a win. That's a win they can land their hand on.
Stand right there, Mr. Jones. All right, here. Young fella, we thank you for an exciting performance. Now, when they call the foul, we both felt that was a smart play on Wood's part because they stopped the play and you guys didn't have one-on-one. I felt they were in control. So you just took it out again. Mm-hmm. Take it from there. What happened after that?
After that, it was just, I had a feeling the ball was coming in my hands, and I appreciate my teammates for passing it to me. So when I got it, I looked at the time, I realized I had a couple seconds, I had enough for one dribble and a pull-up. So I did a one dribble pull-up, and I just shot it, and I knew it was going in. My
Splash,
shot
though. All net, though.
Yeah.
That's what you do, Braxton?
Yeah.
What year are you, son?
I'm 2022.
All right. I think we can look forward to a real good season from Trenton Catholic. That's a good win.
Yeah.
They had 3 Division I basketball players
Yeah.
on that team, man. Congratulations, young fella.
I play for PSA Cardinals in the Bronx.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really be supporting them New York teams down here.
Oh,
but it's
man.
all good, young Braxton. Thank you, man.
Great shot. Great shot. Great game.
Check it.
The big kids don't play.
Nope, we don't play.
The big kids don't play.
Toys ain't
The
us.
big kids don't play.
We don't play.
The big kids don't play.
Check it, yo. Here goes the